I'm on at 9:01. Yeah, actually, I'm really late because my scheduled upload time is 6:30 a.m. But I have been absolutely exhausted coming back to my first week at work. I haven't been sleeping well at all. And yeah, it shows. Fortunately, the work itself has been pretty easy. So that's good. But yeah. Sorry, getting my chat monitor here up and ready. Okay, I see somebody's here. Who's here? Oh, crapola. Yeah, this thing broke. I saw one that I want on Instagram, but it's $50 and I don't have an extra $50 right now. Hi, weird collar guy. But if you're catching me on the replay, I actually signed up for Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. So for anybody who has some extra money to throw around, if you want to throw a little something in there, then yeah. Then maybe I can buy the device I need to properly mount my phone again, because mine is broken. And I tried to super glue it and it didn't work. But of course, I certainly don't expect anybody to give anything. I am a grown-up and your views are enough. But it's so great to see you, weird collar guy. Let me prep my face while we're waiting for a few more people to come in. Yeah, let's see. I think I actually put up my, I think I was even a bit late putting up my community tab notice. Oh, sure. I brought in everything except my soda. So that's not going to work. Hang on. I'll be right back. Woo-hoo-hoo. Hashtag not sponsored. Okay. Thanks, Padre. How's it going? So, yeah, it's been really weird being back at work this week. So, of course, I have 2 jobs. One is an after-school program, so I've been going to that every day. But the other is I substitute teach at a high school. So, usually a high school. I can do elementary school, but I'm kind of choosing not to now. Because, my feet are still not great. Oh, let's see. Okay. Oh, I just put way too much foundation on this. That's going to be enjoyable. Oh, well. I have filmed a couple of days worth of putting makeup on in the morning, but I haven't actually edited any of that yet, nor have I edited nor have I edited my clothing haul video. So there's that. How long will the schools be open up here? I don't know. I don't know. We don't have any coronavirus in this area yet. There's apparently been one case in a town about an hour and a quarter east of here. So my husband thinks we're probably going to wind up getting it over the next couple weeks or so. It'll probably hit this area, which actually surprises me that it would take this long because we've got some companies here that some of their employees regularly go to China. Debbie, hi. But yeah, I'm going to try to take advantage of as much substitute worked as I can while the schools are still open. The our spring break is the first full week of April anyway, so I don't know what the situation is going to be after that. Weird Color Guy says ours hit the bougie county just west of you. Yeah. Yeah, so it's kind of strange. So yeah, I had a full day on Monday, a half day on Tuesday, a full day on Wednesday. I got a call very early this morning for a full day today, but my stinking husband asked me to not take it so I could drive him to work because it's difficult for him to take the bus and then work a day and then come back on the bus. So he asked me to not go in, and I stupidly listened to him. Hi, honey.
Talking about me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
You're violating my privacy.
No.
I think you are.
No, I'm talking about myself and my irritation. And only because A, I know that spring break is coming up soon. And B, Weird Collar Guy says it's gonna be asking for the manager soon. Yeah, I know, right? But also because I don't know when or if the schools are going to shut down, so I want to make as much money as I can right now. Because I have car repair bills from like December that I still haven't paid because the shop's been really cool about letting me wait. They know my situation. And they've been really great about it, but I need to pay these people. I owe them it's like over $350. And I know they were giving me a good rate, and they didn't charge me for coming to pick up my car to tow it to their shop because it's in another town. A friend of mine hooked me up with them. His stepson works there. So he's got a really good relationship with them. So he hooked me up with them, and they're freaking awesome. But I do need to pay these people. Every once in a while, they send me an invoice. I'm like, I haven't forgotten. But between all the extra delays from that infection, and now I'm worried about this whole coronavirus thing. Not so much worried for myself, but worried about schools shutting down. And your girl needs to make some money here. Just saying. It's so upsetting. So yeah, that's my life now. I bought a bunch. I bought new clothes because I put on a bunch of weight. And more of it's gone to my middle than normal, but it's upsetting. I packed up I bought a big bin for clothes, and it's like overflowing full from stuff I can't wear right now. However, I will say that as my wardrobe is currently, oh, that sucks, Debbie. Is it just yours? Do you want to maybe exit and come back in, see how that works? But I just don't know. I mean, right now my wardrobe is actually really fairly well curated, I would say. So I think as I hopefully lose weight, I gotta start working on that this weekend. Definitely been eating too much of the wrong thing. Oh my God. But Arby's has those fantastic mint, like chocolate mint shakes, and they put the Andes candies on top. I mean, these beat Shamrock shakes like crazy. I mean, they're so much better, and I need to stop. I am exposing this piece of shame. I am addicted to those. It's sad. So I'm gonna have to go on a hard sugar strike this weekend. And it's going to suck. Okay. Well, let me do my eyebrows while we see if more people are coming in. So yeah. So, oh, the high school building, every room I've been in this week. Drew, hi. Make sure everybody checks each other out. But the high school has been so cold. Like every room I've been in this week has been absolutely freezing. I've been miserable. And the crazy thing is, and I know this is gonna sound weird, but Golden Coin, hi. But then I'm so cold, and then things like kind of shrivel up because it's cold, and then they chafe against other fabric, and now I'm like quite sore and rather sensitive spots. It's upsetting. It's like you got to be kidding me. It's just so cold in there. Golden Coin, hi. Oh, hey, by the way, I took your suggestion, and I just started up. Oh, let's see. I started up a Cash App, a Venmo, and a PayPal. I just put them in one of my video descriptions, and I'll put them in the description here later too. And I'm going to start adding them. I'm trying to figure out how to hyperlink them so someone could click it and go right to the site, but my computer's not letting me do it. It's a Mac, and I'm used to PCs, so I don't know if it's YouTube not allowing the hyper in the description, but that doesn't make any sense because I've seen other people put hyperlinks in descriptions, or if it's just the Mac being annoying. So I'm not sure what to do about that, except possibly go to the library and use a PC. Good day. Hi. So, like, good day, are you leaving us? Or good day, or like, it's a good day? Or have a good day or something? Because it's after 9 o'clock at night for me. Oh, my idiot husband had me not take a job this morning. But truthfully, while I'm mad about the missed opportunity for work, especially, given the uncertainty of how long everything's going to stay open, it was nice to get some sleep. It was nice to get some sleep because I have been absolutely exhausted. Like when I've had, a time with, a slot without a class in it, I'm kind of put my head down and take a cat nap because I'm so tired. I'm not used to the routine of getting up or these early mornings anymore. I'll do it because I need money, but I've never naturally been a morning person, and 3 months of the only things I had to get up for were doctor's appointments. It's not really conducive to a regular sleep schedule. Okay, let me see. What else should I do? Is there something else? Oh, lips. I can put something on my lips, right? So let's see. Well, I was going to try to wait for more people to come in, but we're nearly 15 minutes in. I've got 3 people and I'm running out of steps. I'm thinking I might just dip into my basket of shame. I'm wondering if this drought is just because I haven't been on much lately because I've been so tired. I got to get things picked up. I think the most people I had in the chat were 15, which was awesome. Not that I'm not happy to have you guys here. So what's going on with you guys? Let's see. Live chat too, and I'm on another account on the other phone, so anybody left? Is anybody left? Oh, well, either way, I'm going to just dip into my basket of shame and go from there. So for anybody on the replay or who's not familiar with this, I have a basket of palettes I have purchased and not not actually shown on the channel yet. So, see, still quite a heft to it. I've gotten it down by a few. So I'm going to close my eyes and just dig and grab something. What do I have here? Ah! Laura Geller, the Delectables, Delicious Shades of Cool. All right, let's go into oh, this is going to be fun. Look at those colors. Ooh, she pretty. Okay. So, oh, eye primer. I should put on some eye primer. Oh yeah, I still need to do my... Oh, I've got some videos to edit and oh my gosh, I'm so far behind on life in general. But I figure, I'm just going to be kind to myself this week because I'm just getting started back to work. So I have no idea what's happening. Okay, so what would be a good setting shade? Here's Macaron and here's Marble. Ooh, those are both beautiful pale satins. Ooh, me likey. I think I'm gonna go into Marble. Let's go with Marble. And hey, Melissa Ann, how are you? I'm just dipping into my I just dipped into my basket of shame, which is a big basket of palettes that I've purchased, but not yet shown on the channel because I'm always just far behind. So I just pulled this out, which is Laura Geller, the Delectables. Cool. And yeah, this is another TJMaxx find, of course, because I practically live there. So I'm going into Marble as a setting shade. I've already got my thingamajob on. So it's so nice to see you. And everybody, do make sure to check each other out. It's so good to see you, Melissa. It's been forever. And I know I haven't been on YouTube a whole lot. I've just been, excuse me, so dang exhausted. So when I haven't been live, a lot of time I've just been sleeping or binging The Office or something, which is kind of bad. I know I need to get back into everybody's comment sections on the regular, but I'm hoping especially as I get used to the routine of working again, hopefully things will get back into their previous rhythm. Okay, so let's see, what do I want to do? Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go into Lilac. Here she is. Melissa says the pile of palettes is for real. I get it. I've been sick a lot and not on a bunch. Yeah, it's crazy how how easy it is to fall behind, especially when one has a TJMaxx habit. But but it's like how I've been recovering from surgery, so I didn't even shower every day. I showered maybe every 2 or 3 days, kind of depending on what I could handle, especially at first. Obviously, the stronger I got, the easier it was to shower like a human being, but you just don't. It's like, okay, I'm not going to slap a bunch of makeup on myself when I can't even manage to shower every day. So, yeah. There's that. It is fun, Melissa. It is fun. You should definitely do them. It's really fun way to get to interact with people. I mean, I love producing videos too, and I want to get back into that more. I'm thinking maybe after that tonight, maybe after this tonight, maybe if I have the energy, I'll actually edit something. We'll see. So I'm hitting this. I mean, it has pigment, but this is not like a POW pigment. This is buildable, I'd say, especially for any beginners who like these colors. I would definitely do it. Oh, weird color guy. What? Do you not have enough subscribers to go from your phone? There is an app called, I think it's Streamlabs, that it's either StreamYard or Streamlabs, that you can do it from your phone without having to go directly through YouTube. Ari-chan, hi. I keep wanting to go into my computer and figure out what happens with your other ID, but my kid keeps taking it. He keeps taking it. We have one laptop and 3 adults. So that's excuse me, 2 adults and a teenage boy who thinks he's grown. Where's my message? Anyway, so yes, lilac, very pretty. And I think, let's see. Oh, do I want to go into plum? Or maybe I should do a no. Oh, I'm going into midnight. Okay. Yeah, I'm so glad you have another account, hon. Okay, so midnight. Let's go into midnight. I mean, in a way, this is nice because you can dig in there and any kick up will still stay within the little circle. Then in a way, I kind of like the little bubbles popping up. I have another one of these, another Laura Geller palette with these little guys, but they're just up. It does. It's like, oh, these gorgeous purples and grays, and she's pretty. So pretty. Okay. So I'm going into midnight. Sorry, I think I got a little in my eye. Your vampire dreams. Yeah, it's really not. This is so pretty. I can't bend that back all the way. That's annoying, but here we go. And I think we all know this color will be coming into play in this look. It's gonna happen. But even this, like, look at this. Blueberry. Let's look at blueberry. Look at that. Yeah. I looked at this and I said, yes, please. And I think I was maybe around $10. I mean, these are so inexpensive right now at TJMaxx. I swear, they should just hire me. Especially now because I need money for a new phone clamp stand. I saw this really cool one on Instagram. It's called a Socialite. And it has a short tripod, and then it has a tall tripod. And then it has a selfie light that you clamp onto the phone, which actually looks like a really good idea. But it's $50, and I don't have $50 right now, especially since my husband made me not work today, so I just lost $100. $16? Really? Melissa Ann said she just saw the Alyssa Edwards for $16. Dang. I was looking at Riviera, but it was depending on when. I had my call my arms, wobble. No, I'd like something like, right. Plus, it'd be nice to have the tall tripod option. Right now, I don't have a tripod. I have a clamp, and this has like has that, which has been great for travel, but now the clamp part is broken. So if I don't have this set just so, then she comes tumbling down like she did on my last live, which was kind of hilarious. Okay, let's go here. A pop socket? What am I gonna mount my? No, I mean I use my phone to do these lives and film my videos. This is on my phone, so I don't see how a pop socket is going to work for a filming setup. I mean, I have pop sockets, but do they have like a pop socket filming mount? I've never heard of that. Yeah, I have pop sockets. Like, I kind of stopped using them. Like, you know, it was okay for a minute. Curse. You know, like Jeffree Star keeps giving out pop sockets in his mystery boxes. I'm like, you know, I would be kind of mad about that. Like, ooh, a pop socket. Oh, not everybody uses those anymore. They were trendy for about 10 minutes, but I don't know. And I've already had like 3 of them break. So, I mean, I work with elementary school kids. They'll grab my phone and start fooling around with it. Oh yeah, I cracked my phone more too. I dropped it at the high school the other day, and so now I've got cracks like all in here now, like all in like that area. It's so annoying. And then I have one long crack there, which isn't a big deal, but there's like a lot of cracking in there now. It's so upsetting. Okay. But I'm not about to buy a new one yet. I'm going to hold on as long as I can. Because then when I get a new one. Yeah, that wouldn't have prevented the dropping. It was sitting on a desk. And I tripped over a wire. Because I was charging it while I was subbing. It's already hard enough to fit stuff in my pockets. But I have a couple. Okay, so now I'm going to go into candy. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put candy on the inside here. Maybe. Let's try that again. And work her up toward the lilac. Oh, Cara Jean, you're at 20%. Oh, thank you. It reminds me I should check and see how much this is at. 54. Okay. If I get desperate, I can. If I turn on this other light here, this lighted makeup mirror, then I can plug in my phone to that to make it work. But I'm trying not to because I don't want to overlight myself more. I'm already quite brightly lit. So I'm going to avoid doing more if I can. Okay. So say this one we got to build up, but it's handy because you can just kind of like swirl it in there. Get all your pretty pink powder. Yeah. All right, John. Girl pants have such shallow pockets. You can barely fit your fingers in there, but with men pockets, you can fit your whole arm in it. Very sexist. I know. But oddly enough, a lot of plus size pants, especially Lane Bryant ones, they tend to come with if they have front pockets, they tend to come with pretty good ones. So that's something that I've been happy about with those. Except when they don't have pockets at all, which just sucks. I feel like that needs a little blend there. Let me fix that. There we go. Yeah, I want that to be a little more seamless. Am I seamless yet? Is a John McClane says. And then there's Ari Chan who wears leggings and doesn't have any pockets. I don't wear leggings much. I own some, but mostly I use them under like full leg skirts because I don't like wearing dresses and skirts in general unless they go down to the floor. But I'm a big girl and I got a lot of chub rub. Oops, I took that a little too far and kind of covered up the lilac, didn't I? Let me give that another hit there. Sometimes I get a little ham-handed blending and then I feel like I lose the color differentiation, which is kind of the point of adding all these shades. Excuse me, I think I just choked on my own spit. I'm so glad Cara Jean's here. Yay. Okay. Now let's see. What else do I want to add? You know what I want to do? I think I know what I'm going to do. I want to add some of this blueberry. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it just here, like in the very corner, over the midnight. So here's my blueberry. Oh, so pretty. Oh, Cara Jean, I've been MIA too, hon. I've been just mostly I've been binging The Office. I'm not gonna lie. Although I did finally catch up on all of this season's Outlander so far. I am so interested to see what's going to happen this season, which is crazy to say that because I've read all the books, but they do change things. They have made changes from the books. For instance, in the books, Murtaugh died at Culloden, but in the show, he survived longer. Oh, Cara Jean's been going through the gigs. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I've just been mostly exhausted because of just going back to work this week. See? What am I seeing? Cara Jean keeps retracting messages. What's going on, hon? Ari Chan says we all need to break from social media from time to time. Yeah, that's true. The Office. I don't really care for Friends. I mean, I watched it some in the 90s, like I watched some reruns in the 90s, but is it just me or were they pretty much kind of awful people and not even fun like Sex and the City awful? Just awful. Oh, let's see. Like, I'm sorry, but is it just me or is Ross like the worst? I don't see how anybody could be friends with that guy. He was terrible. All he did is whine. It's not cute. It's not funny, and it's definitely not hot. I don't know. And I really failed to understand how that guy got any women. 50 Shades Darker? No, I don't. I'm not into the 50 Shades thing. My husband said he tried to read the books. He tried to read the book, that first book. And he said that the writing was so bad he could not continue. And he didn't think it showed the true BDS, the truth of the BDSM community. And from everything I've heard, it actually sounds more like an abusive relationship than proper, than that type of relationship. But yeah, not for me. No. But Outlander, yes, very much. I do miss Game of Thrones, and I'm waiting with bated breath for the next season of The Mandalorian. I so very much want to see season 2 of my Green Baby show. I am here for it. Yes. And you haven't seen Mean Girls? Like ever? No. Okay. After you get off of here, you need to find Mean Girls somewhere and watch it. It is a modern classic, my dear. Oh my God, yes you do, Cara Jean. Yes, you do. It is all kinds of fun. So I think I'm going to take some more of this candy here and kind of hit toward the center. We don't wear pink. I don't know. On Wednesdays we wear pink. That's the rule. That's how that goes. Yeah. No, it truly is such a fun movie. I'd say it's even better than Clueless. Okay, yeah. There's a debate question. Which is better, Clueless or Mean Girls? Oh, Cara Jean, I haven't seen either of those. Um, it's weird because when I'm tired or when I'm not feeling well or when I'm in pain, I tend to prefer overall to watch things I've already seen or already, kind of know what's going to happen. So if I fall asleep, it's okay. I don't feel like I've got to stay up to see what's happening. Yes, Cara Jean, but that wasn't the question. The question is between the two of them, which is better? I myself prefer Mean Girls to Clueless. Although Paul Rudd in Clueless was freaking cute, and yes, the man barely ages. Now I just have to lose about 100 pounds, and we'll see. No, we won't. Besides, if I lose 100 pounds, maybe I'll age. That's kind of one thing that worries me is sometimes you see those people that they've lost a bunch of weight and their face just looks old. So, all right, John says, I've only seen Haters Back Off by Miranda Sings on Netflix. I've never watched Miranda Sings. I don't know anything about this. So, which color am I going to choose for my eyelid? Well, I think it's pretty obvious. I'm going to go with a light one called Frosting. There she is. This other one, Bronze, is very pretty, but it's, it's like a pinky bronze, which is gorgeous. Well, actually, Frosting is more like pinky mauve. You know what? I'm going to go with the pinky bronze. I'm going to go with bronze instead. Let's go with this and see where we are. Oh, she pretty. Oh, yes, please. There we go. Oh, yeah, I know, but, they've gone south for the winter of my life anyway, so that doesn't really matter to me. But I'm definitely, I can feel the difference now that I'm wearing real clothes instead of pajamas all the time. And I gotta tell you, it's getting a bit uncomfortable. And I actually I went to the discount store and tried on some new jeans, and nothing fit right. So I'm apparently going to have to lose weight to get back into my own clothes because it's just too distressing. Okay, so I think I'm good there. I'm going to go ahead and complement this by putting bronze up in the arch. Jeggings, I'd rather be dead. Now, really, I need like straight or trouser cut pants because my legs are big, and these tapered pants like grab at my knees weird. Boot cut pants grab at my knees weird. Truly, the best cut for me is a trouser cut. Like even trouser jeans are really the best for me, but they're getting harder to find. I very much want more trouser jeans, but I think I'm going to try to lose some weight first. I'm okay for now. I've got... No, because what happens with bell bottoms is, they tend to be snugger around like the hips, the waist, the butt, and the thighs, and then they just go out at the bottom. And here's the thing, I'm big, and I have big legs even, and they swell because my ankles retain water, and it's not a great scene. But just to make things really fun, I have small feet. So if I wear wide leg trousers or bell bottoms, I look like I don't have feet. Oh gosh, apple bottom jeans, boot with a fur. And if that were my style, I could probably rock that. It's not my gig. Not my gig at all. I remember once my husband and I saw a woman in basically absolutely stuffed into a pair of apple bottom jeans, and those were not made for her body shape. And see, I can be kind of mean. I may not be proud of it, but I can be mean. And before I can even stop myself, I say, that's, I just say it to my husband, not to this chick, obviously. And it's like, yeah, those are apple bottoms, not muffin tops. Oh, yeah. Not one of my prouder moments, but at least I only made the observation to my husband because I'm not a complete a-hole, just kind of one from time to time. Although now I'm going to have to be more careful because now some of the kids know which one is my channel. So the kids from the day program, from the after school program know my channel name. So I'm going to have to be a little more careful about this. Oh, which reminds me, some of the kids now, a few of the girls have been getting, apparently while I've been gone, they've been really getting into special effects makeup. So in an upcoming video, I'm going to show you some photos of their work. It's actually really cool. So I'm very much looking forward to showing that off. Kara Jean says, when she was skinny, she had huge tatas. I miss when I was skinny, and I mean, my tatas were decent, but I didn't need to wear a bra. Not because they were tiny, but because I just didn't need to wear a bra. And I miss that so much. Ari Chan says, I was 120 at the beginning of 2019. Many months later, at the end of the year, I was 165. And let me tell you, all my old jeans don't fit. I had to buy new ones, but food is life, girl. Yeah. Yes. I know. I'm like way too fat now. And it's my own, Some of it is menopause. I mean, it's definitely things are settling around the middle that does not make any sense given the number on the scale. But still, I've been eating way too much. Kara Jean says, I'm getting holes in my jeans. I snagged my favorite blouse at work today and it ripped. Oh, no. Oh, Ari-chan's 5'4". Okay. Yeah. I'm 5'6", but I think when I was lighter, I was maybe 5'7" on like the best day when my back and the stars were in alignment. I'm 5'7". But when you gain weight, it also kind of compresses your spine. Yeah, like a friend of mine had the bariatric surgery, and she lost a whole bunch of weight, and she said she gained an inch in height and lost a shoe size. Yeah. No, I don't think I'm a bariatric surgery candidate, nor do I wish to eat enough ice cream to put myself there. I'm going to have to do this my way. Not that that's easy either, but I still don't want to go that route. I need to nip this, not in the bud, but preferably before it comes into full flower. Yes, 5'4" is the average height of a female in America. Yes. I am taller than average, but not tall. One sister's 5'4". I think the other one's 5'5". Let's see. Lee's here. Yay! Lee says, Ari-chan, I have the opposite problem. I am 5'11" 3/4. I rarely find anything long enough in the sleeves, legs, and back length. I have an excellent relationship with my sewing machine. So did my mother. My mother was 5'11", and and she had narrow shoulders, wide hips, big old booty. Yeah, I come by my booty honestly. Small waist. So she made her own clothes forever. I never even saw my mom in a pair of jeans. Probably until I was over 40 years old. That's when she started actually finding jeans that fit her at a price that she was willing to pay. I think like those just my size jeans that they would sell at Walmart. Yeah. Okay, let's go with some concealer. Oh, I like that bronze shade for the highlight and the arch. How pretty is that? Well, yeah, Archon, you were born a male. So the average height of a male is 5'8" to 5'9". Yeah, well, that's the thing about average is, you get people on both sides of it. Anywhere 4-inch heels to compromise. Okay. Well, I hope you have long feet then, because let me tell you, if I walked around in 4-inch heels, I would really look like I don't have feet. Okay, because my feet are short. Lee wears heels as well because her hubby is 6'4". I don't wear heels because they're uncomfortable. My husband's 5'11", so I could wear heels if I wanted to, but no. Hi, Frida K, how are you? So yes, I pulled from my basket of shame, Laura Geller, the Delectables cool shades. Here, I'll show you, because they're pretty. See how pretty that is? And this is from TJMaxx. I think it was about $10. And this is where I'm at now with it. Sewists for the I've never heard of it. Sewists? That must be a new thing. Frida, I was just talking about how mom had to make all her own clothes forever because of her height and body shape. 8-inch heels? Are they platforms? I don't think I've seen 8-inch heels in real life, unless they were platforms. Frida says she's in some groups for historical sewing. Makes her feel like she's hanging with mom. I follow an Instagram account that she does historical sewing. And on Facebook, I actually follow an embroidery group. Not that I've been doing it myself, but I'm thinking about taking it up again at some point. Yeah, praise be to those who can pull it off, and their feet have got to be long. Like, how Paris Hilton wears those really high heels? Apparently, she has really big feet, like really long feet. So it makes sense that she can pull those off. Me, I would, if I wore 8-inch heels, I think I would actually fall forward. Frida says, Bernadette Banner's YouTube channel is super relaxing. Is that one of those sewing channels? The historical sewing you were talking about, Frida? Okay, let me find a brush for the powder. Kara Jean says, I used to be the queen of heels now, but I'm too heavy to wear them. I hurt. Well, I hurt too. But I never really got into high heels anyway. When I was a child, my grandmother, she was older, she was quite old, and she had really bad arthritis. And she used to walk her. And what I noticed when I was a kid, I noticed that her feet, like her heels never set down in her shoes. They were always popping out. And I asked my mom about that. And she said that's because she wore very high heels pretty much every day of her adult life. And so at a pretty young age, I decided that was not going to be me. Okay, so let's see. Frida says her daughter has big feet, and even though she's short, she wears heels and her legs look miles long. Yeah. Yeah, she does. She's adorable. Bernadette is an historical sewist. Okay. Lisa, she's tall but Thankfully, she's never had problems finding shoes. Size 8, so actually small for my height. Yeah, very small for your height, Lee. Kara Jean says, JD Wadey 180s ASMR facials are my new go-to relaxing vids. Oh. Fun. Oh yeah, if you if you guys kind of like relaxing, like ASMR type things, you should check out, if you haven't already, 4F Beauty. Her name's Angie. She's English, and she has the most beautiful voice. Actually, she might be Welsh, but I didn't see it, Ari-chan. I know how to knit, so a sweater at the store could be $15, but for me, it's $8. So guess who would save money? Ari, yes, very good. Yes, although I've noticed now when I have gone into fabric stores, it seems like, okay, well, all right, let's pray that Kara Jean can charge up enough to stay. But yeah, the hang on. I had a thought in a woo, bye-bye. Oh my goodness, yes. So I don't know. I'm going to use this cheap spray, the $5 Believe Beauty one, because I'm just at home. I haven't broken out my sewing machine in years. I think the last time I had it tuned up, I was still in my hometown. So I'll have to check it at some point. But I haven't had time or patience or energy or anything like that. But it kind of seems to me like the price of clothing has dropped and the price of fabric in the fabric store and patterns and such has increased. So for me, it seems like sewing isn't quite such the bargain it used to be. At least not for my skill level. Now, if I were more skilled at tailoring and such, then I could make myself suits, and that would be pretty fantastic. Because let me tell y'all, I look bomb in a suit, but it's really hard for me to find some that fit. But when they do fit, girl, I look so good. Yeah, I know, right, Kara Jean? An online sewing club, that'd be fun. Except, time, energy, space. I use a good third of my dining room table just for makeup and filming. Would a romper work on me? It wouldn't work on me because I would pee myself trying to get that thing off. Oh yeah, I mean, a lot of times when I buy clothes, I have to take them to I take them to the tailor to get them done, and it's one of those things where it's like, okay, if I really wanted to put the time and effort into it, I could probably do it myself, but she does it better, and I'm just gonna, it's kind of nice knowing that I can do things myself, but I don't want to. I think that's what it comes down to is, I mean, my mom liked sewing and knitting and all that. Like she wanted, like she did that stuff as a hobby. Me, I do these things, I do things when I need to. Like, for instance, if I have clothes that need mending, I'll mend them eventually, but I don't want to. Oh, let's see. Kara Jean says, I feel like rompers depend on the cut. They could be great or they could be camel toe central. See, for me, it's just the matter. It's purely a practical matter of I would pee myself before I got it off. Lee says she finds her fabric in thrift stores and garage sales. People also give her some unwanted fabric. That is cool. Let's see. Frida says that she has pants she needs a tailor to handle, fully lined wool beyond her skill set to do properly. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't buy wool pants anyway, but that's just because of my allergies. Kara Jean says her mom's domestic, but she's not. I'm like, yeah, I'm not. You know, but I mean, it's nice to know what I can do and what I can't. And I'm definitely about knowing my limits. I mean, I can make some nice basic clothes, but I don't have the patience to teach myself, like higher level alterations or higher level tailoring. I don't have the patience for it. I don't want to. I would rather just pay someone to handle that for me or buy things pre-made as much as I can. So Lee says her 20-year-old son asked her to teach him how to sew on buttons on his work shirt. And he did it. It's a proud mama moment. Very nice. Yeah, when Nathan was younger, he wanted to learn to sew a bit. So I bought him like a whole kit for himself. I can't think of the last time he's touched it, but he has it anyway. And that's him coming bashing through instead of, opening doors like a human being. He has to make a statement whenever I'm on. He can't just like be quiet and stay out of the way. Twerp. Oh, well, he's my twerp. Right. Oh, mascara time. All right. Oh, yeah. One thing I did do this weekend is I cleaned and better organized my filming area. So, yay me for that, at least. It's so sad that gives me a sense of accomplishment. But it was really a hot mess, and it was getting to the point where I couldn't find anything. Oh yeah. Here's another thing I pulled off. I got the census mailer today, and I went online and did the whole thing today, including calling Aiden's mother to check on his ethnic background, because I thought I knew it, but there were a couple things I didn't know. Caffeine and sarcasm, good evening. So, yeah. So I got a little more of his... Is that necessary? Jackass. I know. Kara says, I watch those people on Project Runway and I'm floored by their talent and creativity. You know what? I haven't watched Project Runway in many years, but I remember watching the season that Christian Siriano was on, and I knew he was going to go far. Oh, sorry, Frida. Okay, I'll try to not. But yeah, I knew he was gonna go far. And it's so neat to see his name out and about. Excuse me. Maybe throw things at him instead, but I want to keep my things here with me. Besides, he might throw them back and he's stronger than me. It's so annoying. So annoying. Okay, well, there we go. I think I'm done. Yeah, Frida says the cool thing about Siriano is how he really works to include larger ladies. Yes. No, I've not seen it, Caffeine and Sarcasm. They were asking me if I'd watch it out. However, I did finish a couple weeks ago. I finished up that dating show, which reminds me, Frida, have you finished the dating show? Can we talk about it now? That Love is Blind. I'm waiting for her response. Have you finished it? Can we talk about this? Because I have things to say. Okay, Caffeine and Sarcasm finished it. Okay, of the people who've seen this show, who has finished it? Okay, Frida finished today. Did okay, good. Finally. Okay. Has anybody in here not finished Love is Blind? Is anybody? Oh, your husband got sucked in. Yeah. Yeah. That was something. Okay, so who should we? Well, let's see. I could go for the low-hanging fruit. Carlton. Let's talk about Carlton. Stampin' porn. Hi. We're just about to talk smack about the people in Love is Blind. Since Frida finally finished it. Damien is a... Really? Why do you say that, Frida? Okay, well, Lee doesn't get it. She's in the hinterlands of Australia. Weird Collar Guy hasn't started, which surprises me. Okay, so... Oh, you're Damien's conflict style? Yeah, but to be fair, Giannina, his fiance, she's nuts. Am I alone in thinking that she was completely nuts? She, she was the worst. She's just constantly flying off the handle all the time. Yeah, and they're high strung in different ways. And yeah, like Giannina did that whole like pushing away and testing. Stampin' Porn says they hope there's not a run on ice cream because they're almost out. Yeah. Okay, well, let's talk about what about Mark and Jessica? What do you guys think about them? I have thoughts, but I'm very interested in seeing what you guys think of Mark and Jessica. Hello, Ms. Nat. Hi. Oh, yeah, it's been a while. We've got more people in here, so make sure you check out everybody's channels. Because we're here making friends. Hello, Ms. Nat. Have you seen Love is Blind? We're talking about Love is Blind right now. Oh my God. Yes, caffeine and sarcasm. Jessica was a freaking mess. Okay. So let me catch up on some of these while we start talking about Mark and Jessica. Weird Collar Guy, dating sucks for all of us. Oh, I'm so glad I'm not dating anymore. Weird Collar Guy went out and stocked up on tea and wine. Frida says, Dairy Queen Blizzards are buy one, get one for 60 cents till Sunday. Oh, awesome. Ooh, uh-oh. I'm driving to a town where there's a Dairy Queen tomorrow. Uh-oh. Like my fat ass needs that. Ooh, that's a shady look. Oh, what? The facial expression or the eyeshadow? I like this a lot. I think this is super pretty. So I'm so glad I finally broke this out. Lucky Frida, yes. I actually went on some Match.com dates. So, but Frida got married before dating apps were a thing. But let's see. Okay. Thanks, Weird Collar Guy. Yeah, I'm so happy I have this. Yeah, I think she's gonna be good for me. Hi, Gina. How are you? Have you been watching Love is Blind? We're just starting to talk about them. Oh, Kara Jean says Frida's smart for getting married before app dating, but unfortunately, many of us can't choose the timing on love. Yeah. Okay. Well. All right. So Mark and Jessica. Am I the only one that, like, I'm watching Jessica? Thanks, Golden Coin. I'm watching Jessica just analyze everything to death and just constantly go back and forth. And I'm thinking, this poor guy. Yeah, Frida said she wasn't ready for something serious, but he was such a good dude. She figured she better hang on. They're at 23 years. Yeah, I know. It's been a long, long time. Yeah, she made herself ready. It was actually, Frida, it was kind of funny because when you two got together, like mom and I both kind of said that he was too good for you, but you stepped it up. You stepped it up, and we all noticed. Lee said she got married before apps. She was friends with the husband's aunt, who is a friend of hers, and he's only six, and she's only 6 years older than the hubby. Yeah, thanks, Frida. I mean, Mark tried to stand up for himself for like a little bit, but not enough. And yeah, I know, but other than that, where Mark is being over patient with her, I'd say. I'm sorry, but I think overall Mark was way more mature than she was. Like she's doing all these little things, saying all these, kind of taking all these digs at his age. It's like, just because you're an immature a-hole at 34 doesn't mean he's immature at 24. I don't know. I mean, I'm watching him thinking, okay, you know what? Yeah, okay, he's 24 and he doesn't have a fantastic career yet or a whole bunch of money, but other than that, I'm sorry. I'm looking at him like, okay, he's a grown ass man. And I don't know why she kept talking about him like he was some kid. It was crazy. Kara says she met Sean through her ex, but it's totally not weird. Frida's like, yeah, Mark, how much will you let someone mess with you? Have some standards. Yeah, I know, right? Craziness. And I mean, I understand. He's trying to be patient. It's a weird situation. It's a weird situation. So I kind of get, maybe trying to give the benefit of the doubt and that. I kind of get that. Now let's talk about the wedding. Mark and Jessica's wedding. Is it just me, or did Mark's mom look like she wanted to cut a bitch? The camera panned to her face, and it's just like she had this look at her face where if there weren't cameras here, she looked like she wanted to cut a bitch. I know, right? Kenny was so hot. I don't know what is wrong with Kelly, and I'm sorry, but he is way better looking than she is. Holy crap. Yeah, right. I know. Yeah, Mark's mom. Holy crap. Oh, I could see in her eyes. She wanted to cut a bitch. But yeah, I know, right? Ken was a hottie. I don't know what is wrong with that chick. Yeah, you do. You do. It's weird. It is so weird, but it's really fun. Okay, it's called Love is Blind. It's on Netflix. It's a dating show and it's absolutely binge worthy. I wound up like I started watching it in an evening and I like stayed up all night and well into the next morning watching all of it. But yeah, Gina, you need to watch this. Kara needs to watch it. Love is Blind. Yes, holy crap. It is. For those of you not in the know, what they do is these people don't see each other until they're engaged. So they have them in these pods, and that's where they have their dates. So like the men have their side and their pod, and then there's this glass wall that you cannot see through. And then the woman is on her side, and they have conversations. and then it's kind of crazy. And then if a couple gets engaged, then they come out and they see each other in real life. And then let's see, at first they go on like a holiday. And then they like spend a month together in an apartment. Frida said she thought the chapel setup was so tacky. Yes. Frida said they took him to the Grand Velas in Mexico. Frida's been there and it's really fancy. And then a trashy wedding venue. Hey, that venue kind of looked like my wedding venue, which was not the best. Caffeine says it was cheap because they knew only half or so would even go through with it. Fewer would say yes. I know, right? But yeah, the wedding venue was kind of tacky. But I think they kept it pretty bare bones so that they could, clear out and get the next one going, because I think they like stacked them. That's my suspicion anyway. I think they stacked the weddings maybe over a day or two. Elise says, it sounds like an extended version of an 80s dating TV show, Love Connection. I remember Love Connection. Frida thinks it's like they ran out of money at the end. Maybe they did. I mean, like you said, Grand Velas is really fancy. Plus they had the place with the pods and the apartment, the two big apartments. I know, Lee, if you got what are those, like a VPN, then you could tell Netflix you're in the US and you'd be able to watch that stuff. I've never seen 90 Day. Thanks, Frida. I just said the same thing. But yes. Heck yes. Get a VPN and come to American Netflix. Oh, let's see. Stampin' Porn, Love Connection. I don't even remember what it's like. It's been so long. Gina, I haven't seen 90 Day Fiancé. I've just seen clips, mostly when I've seen clips because a channel I watch called My Opinions Will Probably Offend You. My opinion will probably offend you. She's fantastic. She's a personal trainer, but she does a lot of her videos in cosplay, and she loves 90 Day Fiancé, and she talks about them. Yeah, she talks about the show. So, is 90 Day Fiancé on like Netflix or something, or Hulu, or would I have to actually watch regular TV that I don't get? What's 90 Day Fiancé on? Is it something I can stream? Because now I'm getting curious about it now that Love is Blind is over. Okay, I'm caught up on Outlander. I'm eagerly awaiting The Mandalorian again. Oh, right. Yeah, I remember that now, Frida. She says, on Love Connection, one girl asks questions to three guys on the other side of a screen. They pick one, they meet face to face and decide whether or not to go on a date. Oh, TLC. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't have any cable. All I have is streaming. So I've got Netflix, Hulu, and Prime. Whose podcast, Frida? Oh, Trisha Paytas's podcast. I see. With Corey Feldman. Oh, I don't watch Trisha Paytas. I see clips of her occasionally in drama videos, and she's usually such a hot mess, or she's just doing a rather offensive troll, and I'm just like, I don't know. But her podcasts are good. Now, I guess I'm having a hard time understanding what the difference between a podcast and a regular live stream are. Or a regular video. Is it just because you're sitting there in front of a microphone with earphones on, or what? Okay. Really, can somebody explain to me the difference between a podcast and other video forms? I guess I always thought of a podcast as audio only, but then people are doing video ones. So I guess I don't get it. Will help here on that? Anybody? Nothing? Crickets? Oh, it's just filmed interviews. Okay. Now, if I had anybody to interview, I would do a podcast. Then. Oh, I see. The podcast is audio. The video aspect is just a bonus. Okay. I see. So if I were just sitting here talking about politics or something without a bunch of visuals, that would be more of a podcast. Okay. Which I could do, but I'm not gonna. I try to keep it out as much as I can because, Corey Feldman's a stand-up dude. Huh. I know. And, I think a lot of people... Oh, podcast is usually pre-recorded. Okay. Well, that I could definitely do. Maybe someday. My dad wrote a porno. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Yeah, and I've considered it. I think the main thing that keeps me from doing it is after my feet are fixed, I'm going to have to look for like a career type job, and I don't want to offend potential employers because I easily could. Oh, if I did podcasting, there's more of a back end to get it on YouTube and such, or iTunes. Yay. Yeah, maybe I'll do that sometime. I just don't know about what yet. But yeah, I'm so busy now. I've barely joined. Oh, and Gina just subscribed to Kara. Excellent. Delighted. I'm always happy when my friends make other friends. Trying to have one big happy family here. So I haven't quite come up with a name. Like how some channels have like little pet names for their subscribers or their viewers. So because my channel is called, Living in Chrysalis, which is the fancy word for a cocoon. But apparently before the caterpillar turns into a butterfly, it doesn't just turn into a butterfly. It kind of turns into goo first. So now it's like, okay, so I like my goo gang. Don't know. Oh, the butterflies. Okay. Well, I was thinking goo because I'm still in chrysalis, but yes, maybe butterflies would be better. Okay. All right. My butterflies. I suppose that sounds nicer than goo gang. Although that one appeals to my odd sense of humor, but I know not everybody shares my odd sense of humor, as I've, occasionally ticked people off because I have a very odd sense of humor. Flutterbys. Yes, I like that. Okay, my flutterbys. Goof offs. Yeah, really. Butterflies in the making. Larva. Exactly. That's why I was thinking about goo. I know, right? Oh, but yeah, flutterbys. Yes, I like that. Maybe I can do like, yeah. Hi, my flutterbys. Maybe that'll be a new thing. I'll have to figure out a way to incorporate this into my videos. It's like a butterfly version of jazz hands. Thank you. Okay, so I'll work on that. I'll try to find a way to make that happen. Make it so. Number one. Oh, speaking of number one. Okay. Picard or Riker? Who's hotter, Picard or Riker? Wings! Yes! Oh, I like it. Yeah, I like that. The only thing is if I've got wings, then I wouldn't have room to like put text. But I don't do text during lives, so maybe I'll just get wings during the lives. Picard, oh, I would rock the hell out of Picard. Just saying. Frida likes Tasha Yar. Yeah, hey, she was gorgeous. Very strong face. Oh, let's see. Neither. Okay. All right. I mean, generally I like my men kind of big, but Picard, yeah, I could still rock Picard. Data. Yes. I'm not going to do the unicorn horn. That's Zinnia's thing. Like an emotionally unavailable man. Well, yes, an emotionally unavailable man to go with the emotionally unavailable me. Of course, I'm more emotionally available to my husband now, but overall, I've been less emotionally available during dating. I just put out the question: Picard or Riker.
Probably the car.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Lee is right. Yeah. Gina will take Spock. Okay, so she's not doing next gen. She's going with old school. Lee Golder. Oh, I prefer Star Wars too, but of the Star Trek universe, I like next gen the best. Yeah, young Harrison Ford. Yep. Oh yeah. Which is weird because when I was a kid, my crush was on Luke. Kind of always had a thing for blondes. But as I grew older, oh yeah, it's all Han Solo. Cara Jane always loved the emotionally unavailable ones. Caffeine and sarcasm. My son calls it Star Trek. Gina, I'm only maybe what 10 years younger than you. I mean, we're not that far apart. Yeah, most of us are old women here. I don't know. Is anybody here under 40? I'm just curious now. Is anybody under 40? $30. Okay, we've got a $39. Okay. So caffeine and sarcasm is our baby. Okay. So, yes, sarcasm. Caffeine and sarcasm is our baby. Cara Jean says she's under 40 but feels 90. Okay, well, maybe Cara Jean's the baby then. Well, okay, yeah. Stampin' Porn's 47. I'm 48. Oh, let's see. So Frida must be what, 43 by now? We're all grown. Yep. 36. Okay. So Kara's the baby. 36. Oh, yes. Oh, that's right. I forgot caffeine and sarcasm is only 411. And yeah, because that's right, Gina. I think we're just over. We're just under 10 years apart because I turned 49 in May. Oh, that's right. You're 44 because Frida and I are not quite 5 years apart. I keep forgetting that because her birthday comes in the year before mine. She's February, I'm May. So yeah, of course my husband's 2 years younger than me too. But not quite cougar range, but yeah, I'm really liking how this turned out. Okay, I did a bomb job today. Excellent. But yes, once I get a few more photos of the kids' special effects makeup, I'm definitely throwing those into a video. They're so cool. One of them looked infected. It was so cool. Gina has on 36-year-old underwear. Kara says she's an Xennial, but lean more toward Gen X. Oh, I'm a Puma. Okay, what's a Puma? Gina's is 5 years younger. Okay. Oh, let's see. So what is a Puma? That's what I want to know. Yeah, I think our youngest sister is an Xennial. I think she's technically a millennial, but she's on the old side of it, and plus, she's our sister. Caffeine and Sarcasm's husband is younger too. Yeah, Frida married an old fart. He's even older than me. Nah, he's not that old. Oh, she just made it up. Not a cougar, but the cougar family. Okay, so now we'll have to. Yeah, Puma. I like that. Okay. With my 2 years younger husband. I think the youngest I've dated was 7 years, but I was not serious about him. And the oldest I've gone over me is 10 years. Oh, Kara's guy is older than her. He turns 42 in April. Gina says her first one was 10 years older, the second was her age, and now this one's younger. All right. Frida's banking on a long and merry widowhood. Stem Porn says, my husband's an old fart too. He's 8 years older. I would go younger if I ever had to start over. You know, I'm not sure that I would start over. Kept being a sarcasm. My husband's the youngest I ever dated. What's funny is everyone thinks he's older. I know, right? People say that about my husband too. They think he's older than me, and he's not. But let's see. The traditional gift for 42 is a towel, you hoopy fruit. Yep. Yep. You will have to get him a towel. Absolutely. Nobody got me a towel for 42. What the hell? Exactly, Stampin' Porn. I agree. I would just, have an occasional date or companion, but I don't think I'd get serious again. Kara says always getting all the cheapo Walmart towels. Good. As long as somebody does their geekdom correctly. After all, we must grok the fullness of it. Yes! Yes, that's a good one. Custom towel, old fart. I like that idea. That's a good idea. Yeah. I don't know. Gosh. Okay, so Frida says if her husband dies, realistically she'll partner up again. She gets lonely easily. Oh, I mean, I just don't know if I'd get serious. I don't know. I guess for me it's just so hard. You know? Oh, Lee has to get going. It's 1 p.m. and she has errands to run. Okay, Lee, thank you so much for coming. 2 palettes in their BoxyCharm. Go on. Tell us about these palettes from BoxyCharm. I haven't seen the BoxyCharm videos. I don't get BoxyCharm, but Frida does. And if she doesn't like stuff, she puts it in a box for me, so I'm looking forward to receiving that package at some point in life. Kara Jean wants some Sex in the City, ride or dies. Stampin' Porn, I don't think I would get married again. It's hard to know, but just gut feeling. Yeah, I mean, I don't know either. Good night, Lee, or good day, Lee. Good day. Have a good day. Oh, you think you canceled Boxy? Well, makes sense. You're trying to be responsible. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe I would get together with somebody, but I think it would take a lot. Oh, you got the BoxyCharm and the Tarte palette. What Tarte palette? I'm very curious about that. Which Tarte palette? I have to admit, I'm kind of sad that, in a way, that I didn't get BoxyCharm earlier when they had those round, when they had those round Tarte palettes. Because I kind of want them, but they're so expensive. So that'd be a no. Gina Stanley says she doesn't want to get married again. Don't want to be seen naked. I don't care anymore. You can see me naked. Let's see. Kara says, marriage is for adults. I'm 15 in my heart, but 90 health-wise. Whenever I think about people my age having kids, it freaks me out. Oh, the Pro Remix. Oh, I have that one. Okay. It's nice. I really like it. I think you'll enjoy it, Gina. It's really nice. Okay, someone named Jeffrey is the winner of Project One Runway for anybody who watches that, which I don't, but not anymore. I think the last season I watched of it was the one where Christian Siriano won, and he deserved it. He did great. I really liked his stuff on the show. Oh, let's see. I think I missed a comment here. Frida says that she can't remarry or because she'd lose a pension, so she'd live in sin. Well, I could remarry because my husband doesn't have a pension. Yeah, I have seen like promos with Christian as an advisor on the show, which I think is so fitting. It is so fitting. Yeah, I really like Christian stuff. And I'm a little sad now that I didn't buy the e.l.f. Christian Siriano palette. At the time, those colors kind of intimidated me, but I would get it now. But yeah, that's okay. So maybe I'd have to marry my next husband for a pension, because my husband doesn't have anything. Of course, with my luck, my poor husband would outlive me. Let's see. Frida says she's 90 as well. Your husband and you are pre-shopping for a power chair? You mean like the one that mom had, Javier? Oh yeah. Oh, I would remarry for insurance. Absolutely. Stampin' Porn says my mom has an awesome power chair, Frida. Yeah, back when my mom was having a lot of problems, Frida got her a power chair, and it was the kind that not only reclines, but it also like lifts you up. Oh, a power wheelchair. Okay. Like a scooter or a wheelchair, but with power? Do you mean like a scooter? Kara Jean says she would have had a sweet pension if she kept teaching, but them's the breaks. There's only so much you can do. Yes, Javier was a lift chair. Yes. Javier was sexy. A lift chair. I have power recliners, but they're not a lift chair. But these are like big, and they lie, and you can get them to lie almost flat, which is awesome for napping. If only you could lift your bosom too. Yeah, really. I need a Hoyer lift for mine. Gina says, who's going to get to retire? They're going to have to pry her cold dead hands off her desk. Oh yeah, I figured at some point I'm just going to wind up like dropping dead at work. I'm not going to get to retire either. Stampin' Porn says power wheelchairs are amazing. I'm a nurse, so I've seen lots of them. I don't think I've seen a power wheelchair. I've seen the scooters. I've seen like the power scooters. Is that what you mean? I'm gonna have to Google this later. But then if I Google it, I'm gonna wind up with a million ads for power wheelchairs, and I don't need one. Of course, then again, now that we're actually talking about this, I'm probably gonna wind up with a million ads for them anyway. Because Google listens to everything, I swear. Gina has a hope chest, hoping it grows. I don't hope mine grows. Are you kidding? I almost wish I could just take it off so they stop bothering me. Oh, Frida says power wheelchairs take up less space, a smaller turning radius. Oh, that's good. Oh, excuse me. I don't know what's going on here. Caffeine and Sarcasm says, I want to be taken out at 70. Yeah, you say that now. Not me, man. I intend to cling to this life as long as possible, because durable medical equipment technology. Yes, the Hoyer lift. Well, my husband's now working at a he, he works like very part time at it's like a day program for the mentally disabled. So he said he actually had to use a wire lift with someone. And yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I remember those from working in the nursing home. Oh yeah. Let's see. Gina says her niece wears a 36F. Caffeine and sarcasm is a 40F. Okay. I I just bought like a 38F. Gina went from a 38C to a 40 long. Oh, sorry. Carrie do some damn Gina. She needs to move to Van Nuys and make that coin. 40 long. Oh no. It's so relatable. Oh, and my idiot son said, because I watch some female stand-up comics. Yeah, I watch some male ones too, but I also watch some female ones. And my son's like, oh, women are funny. I'm like, yeah, they are. You just don't understand what they're talking about. But they're funny as hell. Yes?
Can you keep it down a little?
I'll try, yes.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm apparently supposed to keep it down. Caffeine sarcasm broke my elbow a month ago. I can't get my bras on alone anymore. If your husband isn't home, those babies are out and low all day. Do your boobs hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you throw them over your shoulder like a continental soldier? Do your boobs hang low? Out and low is stamping points at home mode. Mine too. Oh. Context matters. Yes, Frida, definitely. Kara Jane says, oh, caffeine, it's awful to lose the independence. Yeah, but at least it's temporary. Actually, my husband was just talking over the last couple of days about, how, even though the people he works, with are mentally disabled, he said that a lot of them still have enough to feel, some, like some irritation and some shame at needing help, and that they understand that they're going to need help, and not everybody needs help with certain things, and it's not going to change. And my husband's disabled, and there are things that he's always needed help with, is always going to need help with. And he was talking about that, and I'm like, well, I've needed help for stuff too. And he's like, yeah, but you always knew it would be temporary. Point set. Yes, that is true. I haven't had a permanent disability where I always knew that I was going to need help. So, he was talking about how he doesn't feel like some of the other workers really like understand that, that these folks don't necessarily feel great about needing help, even though they're mentally disabled. Frida says that's her population. Kara Jean says it's our tribe. Yeah, and I mean, I've got health issues, but I don't have anything that's a permanent disability that I'm aware of. Obviously, who knows? Let's hope not. I love you, Kara and Frida, but I don't want to join your tribe. I really don't. But yeah, being a spouse of a disabled person is a pain in the butt enough. Caffeine Sarcasm said it can devalue at some point to always feel in need of help. Maybe that's just her. Gina says that's what scares you about going blind. Yeah. And yes, Frida K did have a former career with the developmentally disabled, mentally ill, and community supports. Stanford Horn says, lots of people don't like to need help, and there are those who like to be helpless. Yeah, that's a thing. Yes. My mom used to call it learned helplessness, where you just don't let yourself learn to do things yourself. But I don't know. Unless you mean they do need the help, but then they enjoy it too. I don't know. I don't know. It's just not my area. Yes, there are lots of able-bodied people who do claim to be helpless. Yeah. And that's not. Caffeine Sarcasm said, I'm stubborn and it drives my family nuts. I'm too independent. Kara Jean says she's considering applying for an ABA therapist job. She can't work these crappy jobs any longer. I'm losing her mind. Yeah. Of course, I went from professional stuff and now I'm working less. Yeah. Less highfalutin stuff. But it's temporary. I mean, yeah, it's been going on for a couple of years or so, but it's still a temporary measure until I get my feet taken care of. Let's see. Frida says she struggles a lot with how much to tell her husband. Like, she doesn't want to be complaining 24/7, but she also wants him to grasp what's going on. But doesn't want to seem melodramatic. Yeah, it's really hard to explain things to people. Like, I was kind of grumping at one of the kids. I'm like, oh, you made me walk all this extra way for no, just because you were fooling around. And she's like, well, you walked fine. I'm like, yeah, it hurts. Yeah. Kara Jean says you can commiserate. It's temporary, but the days drag. Yeah. Yeah, I have to take care of the medical stuff. Yeah. And Frida says the ABA tech jobs are tougher than advertised. I try a job coach position with a CMH. Community mental health, I presume. Kara Jean points out that Frida, honesty and melodrama are not synonyms. Very good. Although sometimes it's hard for some people to understand that. It's so irritating. Gina says, when your feet hurt, you hurt all over. Oh my God, yes. And it's like, I don't like to be on them even still. I mean, I'm doing better. I'm doing much better, but still, I'm not where I need to be. And I still have a whole nother foot that needs to be worked on. And the more I'm kind of seeing the difference between my 2 feet, given the one that's had surgery and the one that still needs surgery, I don't want to do the summer program this year. I think I'm going to try to get surgery this summer instead of working that summer program. I don't think I can take it. I mean, last summer, at least both my feet were messed up. And so they both hurt kind of equally. So it was like I was limping equally. But now I've had so much surgery to improve this one. So I'm almost wondering if, between having the one bad one and the one that's been repaired, whether that would actually be more harmful for me than it was last year. And last year half the time I would just come home and cry because it hurt so bad. I think I'm going to try to get out of it this year. Oh, okay. I got to charge my phone, so I have to turn this light on a little bit and plug this in from my thing, and then I will read comments. Whoops. Okay, here we go. There's the cord, and here we are. Let's see where we're at. Okay. Oh, Frida says that she should tattoo honesty and melodrama are not synonyms somewhere. That would be a great tattoo. Oh, good night, Gina. And I truly hope your eye situation is going to get better. Have you gotten any word about that? I mean, are you going to go blind, or have they put a stop to it, or what's going on? I didn't forget about it. Let's see. Caffeine Sarcasm said they've been dealing with different medical symptoms for almost 20 years. Dealt with it alone because doctors didn't believe her. So now she keeps a lot to herself. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. It was like me and endometriosis. Oh my gosh. Good night, Gina, honey. Yeah, I kept complaining about endometriosis, like complaining about the pain. And they just gave me birth control pills and kind of said that's it. And then I swear by the time anybody took it seriously, baby making time was basically over. So I feel cheated. I feel cheated. Oh no. Gina had surgery last week. 75% in the nerves have died in her left eye. How's your right eye? See, Frida still subs in high behavior special ed about once a week. She needs to quit, but it's hard to walk away. Yeah. Stampin' Porn said she's so glad she had a hysterectomy. Okay. All right, so let me catch up on the comments. Kara says her last professional gig was teaching middle school English in an urban environment. Gina says that she's going blind in that eye and surgery extended the time, hopefully. Oh, it sucks. So hopefully your time will be extended. That's got to be hard. I can't even imagine. It's so scary. I mean, at least my husband's always been legally blind. And I've got to admit, it's the thought is kind of terrifying about going blind. Like when you've had it and then you don't have it anymore. I don't know if that's worse than never having it at all. I don't know, but yeah. Hopefully you'll figure out what you're gonna do next. At least Gina's got one of them sweet government gigs, so they should accommodate her. But it sucks that both your eyes are bad. That sucks. Oh, so how's everybody dealing with oh, actually wait. Let's see. Frida said her friend's going blind from LHON, whatever that is, in her 40s, and her son inherited it and was going blind at 18. Oh, that sucks. Kara Jean says, we all have our crosses to bear, but it's nice to be able to talk about our stressors and not feel so alone. No kidding. Yeah, exactly. Oh, so how's everybody dealing with this COVID-19 epidemic and the, and how things are being handled? Caffeine Sarcasm said, it's nice to have a understanding community. Yes, very much. Very much so. I know, I feel like I've got it easy next to you guys because even though this is taking forever, I feel like, like at the end of this, I'm going to be much more able than a lot of people are. Caffeine and Sarcasm, overnight, last night, all the schools shut down in your county? You got emails at 3 a.m. Wow. Yeah, everything's still open here. Oh, Kara. Oh, that's so sweet. The life's legit save her sanity on some days. Oh. Frida says she's struggling with not knowing whether or not she's considered immunocompromised. She's going to talk to her doctor about it. Okay, good. Good. I don't think I am. I mean, I tend to get sick, but I'm not. I tend to catch things, but I'm not immunocompromised, I don't think. Kara gets no shutdown ever. Or I'm sorry, Stampin' gets no shutdown ever. Kara's governor declared a state of emergency yesterday. Caffeine and sarcasms in Virginia and close to the positive tests. Oh, Gina's in Virginia too, or did she already get off? Where I'm at now, so far there hasn't been anything. Well, there have been talks about maybe closing the museums, some of the like some workplaces are starting to talk about having employees work from home. I don't know if they're doing it yet, but there's been discussion about it. But for me, since I work for the school and the after school program, if they close school, then I don't work. Stampin' Porn says it's going to be everywhere, only a matter of time. Yeah. I know, and while I'm certainly not panicking, I did pick up some extra toilet paper yesterday. I mean, I'm in central New York, so it's there. It hasn't really hit here yet. It's hit a little east of here. They've got one case, but it's gonna come. We just don't know when. Frida says, on the upside, COVID isn't known for diarrhea, so my most vulnerable point, low blood volume, isn't a big issue. Well, that's handy. I suppose, yeah, you just feel like crap for 6 weeks, unless you need to be hospitalized. Caffeine, Massachusetts, that's a place? Oh, Frida says, dehydration's a big problem for her. It puts her in the hospital. Ooh, oh dear. Yeah, not so much an issue for me, although I did wind up in the hospital dehydrated once. But I think I'm... Stampin' Porn says, I don't think it's as scary for average people as they're making it out to be. The elderly and those with something are the ones I'm worried about. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's one of those things where, we're taking precautions. Like in the program, we're discouraging physical contact more. Like we're not letting the kids share food like they normally would. We're washing hands a lot more. So, yeah, so that's good. We're just taking some simple precautions. Oh, I see. Okay. That's what I was wondering. I'm like, is Kath? Well, hey, New York has some strange names. Let's see. There's like a red house. There's friendship. There's horse heads, painted post. New York is a strange place. So, yeah, didn't they cancel the Boston Marathon, or were they still just talking about it? Caffeine and Sarcasm says she heard Massachusetts was taking precautions. She's got family in New Hampshire, Washington State, Colorado, and California. It's nuts everywhere. I've heard Washington State is pretty much shut down. Cara Jean, her parents are in their 70s. Yeah, my dad, our dad's in his 70s. He's quite healthy though. Oh, Cara Jean's on the New Hampshire border. Neat. Cara Jean says all our towns are just named after places in England. Yeah, we've got weird names here. Frida said that she and her husband were discussing whether or not they would bug out to their cabin, but she thinks staying put is smarter. I think so too. You're closer to more services. So yeah. And we're getting ready to stay in place. I mean, we kind of already have. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. So Cara Jean and Caffeine and Sarcasm live pretty close to each other. That's so awesome. Stampin' Porn says, I think we need to pay attention to what the government is doing in all this. I'm concerned they're using the excuse of coronavirus to pass some crazy laws. Yeah, actually, a friend of mine, he's a constitutional law scholar. I mean, he comes at it from a very, he has a very, conservative, constructionist standpoint, but he is an expert and he is concerned about this. Yeah, Frida says up there, if one store runs out, you're bound. Here, there may be another store that isn't sold out. Yeah. I mean, Frida says there was something this week about citizen surveillance. Oh, I didn't see that. Although I do know that they've got a chunk of New Rochelle just closed. Oh, God. Yeah. It's Democrats' fault? No. It's a disease. There are, we've had pandemics forever. Yeah, don't get me started. Stanford Porn says, so far Corona is not shown to be as horrifying as what the response has been, especially given all the shutdowns. Yeah, I know, and Frida says part of the Patriot Act that was up for renewal, and don't even get me started on the freaking Patriot Act. The whole thing should be thrown out as unconstitutional. Yeah. And watch, I'm pretty sure that this is going to be just, this is definitely going to be used during the election as, oh, well, we can't change administrations now because that would be, that could potentially be problematic for spreading disease or whatever. Yes, there were no shutdowns during swine flu or Ebola or Zika. True. I don't know enough about COVID-19. However, from what I understand, and I did do a little bit of looking. Oh, well, considering Pence is praying it away, I doubt that's the case, but Frida is worried that Pence will make a good showing and become the nominee. Yeah, the regular flu's killed 12,000 people in the U.S. this year, and business went on as usual. Yeah. But it's not just the U.S. that's closing things down. Like Italy's basically shut down. It's everybody. It's not just us. So, I want to be fair about it. I mean, a lot of countries are seriously pulling back on public interaction. So I don't know how this is all going to turn out, but Kerosene says everything this admin is doing is unconstitutional. Don't get me started. Yeah. Mari, hi, how are you? Frida says China's so untrustworthy that she feels we aren't working with full data sets. Agreed. And Mari agrees too. Hi, how are you? It's so good to see you, kiddo. How you doing? Keeping safe, I hope. Yay, we have a new baby here, Kara. It's Mary. She's a teenager, so. Yeah, there's a lot suspicious, but yeah. We definitely cannot trust the Chinese government. I mean, considering that the doctor who tried to alert everyone to this basically disappeared, as in, I think the government disappeared him. Great. Now I don't want the Chinese government to disappear me. Oh, well. Oh, and my monitor phone is now gone kaput key, so I'm going to have to do the finger thing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to lose my head. I'm not going to... Oh, no, it just died. It's a Note 4, and even though I replaced the battery recently because my son took it out as a prank and lost it, even though I replaced the battery life on these was just garbage. So I really just use it as a monitor, but I usually keep it plugged in. Yeah, China's, well, it's not so much communist anymore because of the, because they have allowed more free market capitalism, but it is totalitarian. They don't have freedom. They do have a censored internet. Yeah, it's just my husband's old Note 4. Oh yeah, Oh yeah. Well, and apparently with the protests in Hong Kong a while back, they basically killed an entire university of of young people that were protesting. They a whole university, which is frightening. At least it's my understanding. I could be wrong. Oh, CARE's up to a whopping 44%. Well, I'm at a whopping 19. Okay, so we're gonna have to go silent stream for a minute because I have to use the facilities. So entertain yourselves for a moment and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I gotta run back the chat so I can catch up. Okay, caffeine sarcasm says the misinformation has messed us up worse than the damn disease itself. Yes. LMAO, the finger thing. I know, right? Let's see. Yeah, China's screwed. It is a mess up place. Yeah. I wasn't talking about Tiananmen Square, but no, Tiananmen Square was not it. No, it's recent. Like you know the more recent protests in Hong Kong. Well, apparently, of course, a lot of the people that were protesting were college students, and apparently the government disappeared pretty much, I think, basically the entire university. Yes, China kills or imprisons those who speak against the government. Absolutely. And it's not about it being communist, it's about it being totalitarian. Oh, Freed has 96%. Woo. Yeah, caffeine sarcasm. Hong Kong was terrible. Tiananmen Square was a hot mess. Frida says, it's so weird. It's like we should be so evolved and futuristic by now. We're just crappy monkeys. Our tech is devolving and we are devolving, says Caffeine. It's sarcasm? Yeah, no kidding. It seems like the further we get in science, the more people seem to want to discount it. Like that whole, climate change isn't real. 99% of scientists may say that is, but there's that 1% or that 2%. Like, stop. That is not how this works. This is not how science works. Stop it. Yeah, Frida Kara says, What's wrong with some people? They lap up this propaganda like dehydrated canines. Yes. Weird Collar Guy's back. Hi. Oh, we're so happy to see you. Yeah, I hate doing the finger thing, but but my little monitor phone died. So there we are. Okay, so I think I'm caught up on the chat. Yes, China is terrible. I'm really, and really, I think if they'd properly handled this at the beginning, and maybe not disappeared the doctor that tried to sound the alarm, we would not have a worldwide pandemic and panic. Yes, honey, I'm trying, but we're having a discussion.
I know. I just have to be really early. It's really late.
Okay, all right. Stamp and Porn says climate change is real, but whether we can do anything that will make a difference at this point is another question. Well, here's the thing with climate change, or just pollution in general. You know what? And here's what I fail to understand is the worst case scenario is we have sustainable energy and a clean environment. But, that's the worst case scenario is the efforts weren't needed to save the earth, but in the meantime, things are nicer. Let's see. Frida said that she read the White House has been having classified meetings on COVID since December. Well, unfortunately, they're also excluding health experts from these classified meetings. They need the CDC in on those, and it's my understanding that they've been excluding them. Kara says she has to pick and choose her battles, can't enlighten those who choose to bathe in ignorance. I know. People think their common sense is more important than actual facts. Yeah, you can't fix stupid. I know. It's so frustrating. These people that think that their opinions or their beliefs are more important than facts. It's not the same. And when they say, oh, it's just a theory. Yeah, that's not how scientific theories work. A scientific theory is about the closest you can get to actual proof. There's always going to be room for doubt and re-examination. But that just a theory doesn't, that they treat the word theory like the word hypothesis, which is a guess to be tested. Yes, Weird Collar Guy, the expert. The amount of time he spends saying the Bible doesn't say that. No kidding. I can only imagine how frustrating that must be for you. The facts don't care about your feelings. That's my tattoo. That's the tattoo I need. Can I just do it right across my forehead? Yeah. And never mind that the Bible has been, translated and retranslated and mistranslated. I don't know, a score of times? How many times has it been retranslated? Weird Collar Guy, you should know this. Because, we had, Hebrew, Aramaic, Greek, Latin, then various versions of English. Even the King James Version was, had to be retranslated, about 5 times before it hit the King James Version? And then some newer translations, and I haven't read the whole Bible, but I'll see a verse of King James, in the King James Version, and then a verse in one of these newer, modern English translations, and they don't mean the same thing. Right. So Weird Collar Guy says most translations are straight out of the Greek and Hebrew. Okay. And but then you get translation upon some of these newer Bibles. I don't know. If I read a part of one of these newer American versions, and then I read the King James Version, it seems to me like the same passage doesn't say the same thing. And is it just, I don't know. But I am not a biblical expert like Weird Collar Guy is. So I will leave that to his. Weird Collar Guy says the RSV isn't a translation of the KJV, but they use a larger set of manuscript. see, the RSV, which is that one? And then doesn't the Catholic Church have its own Bible? I thought I saw a Catholic Bible somewhere. I mean, and that would make sense. I mean, why would they want to use the King James Version? I don't know. Oh, people. The King James Version English has changed meaning. Yeah, exactly. It's so, I mean, I was a history minor, and I took, and my university specialized in medieval history, so I wound up doing quite a bit. Yeah, the Catholic canon's different. The Mormon, the Book of, don't get me started on the Book of Mormon. Don't do it. Yes, they do. They have a third testament called the Book of Mormon. Yeah, they do. I mean, and as a non-Christian, I just look at these as like, purely not so much an academic context, but a large part of that, but also because these documents affect so much of the society around me, I like to understand them. And it's kind of hard. It's not easy. And I don't know where these dum-dums, who, some of whom don't even, can seem to barely be able to read the English language, somehow consider themselves biblical experts. Or just like these dum-dums somehow consider themselves disease experts. They consider themselves constitutional law experts. It's like, you're not any of these things. I mean, it's fine to have opinions, but your opinions should be informed and they should be able to change. Frika's wondering why she's the only religious one in our family. Maybe you had a need for it that the rest of us don't. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, Cara Jean says, if it weren't pathetic, it'd be hilarious. Yeah. Oh, Stampin' Porn says, sure she could find a Mormon who'd be happy to explain it to me. Yeah, I'll bet. Some of them come to my door. No thanks. Caffeine Sarcasm says, I respect what people believe and read for the most part until it becomes too nuts and used to justify poor behavior. Exactly. I mean, and I guess for me, and maybe this reflects my background, but I tend to have more respect for people that, have like done an examination and a study of their beliefs rather than just following what they were raised in or what has surrounded them. I guess I have more respect for that because it feels like more of an active decision rather than just going with your programming. But then again, I'm not religious and I was raised that way, so. But to be fair, I wasn't raised against religion. My mom's position was basically, okay, you want to go to church? There it is. Here's what you're supposed to wear to dress properly. You want to go? Go. You don't? Fine. Yeah, it's not a go-to for supporting viewpoints that have already been backed by science and logic. Yeah, and I'm very interested in checking out that video. So I'll be looking for that weird collar guy, definitely. So we've got Stampin' Porn, Weird Collar Guy, and Frida that are Christian. Frida says, I've always been super ready for religion, patriotism, etc. I think the two are related. I'm just not sure what causes. Yeah, and that's where it gets kind of scary. And not about you necessarily, but for some people, for instance, and I've got to admit, that's one thing that really worries me about the possibility of my son joining the Marines because there are so many evangelical Christians in the services. And I worry because my kid's not religious at all. At all. And so, I worry that he's going to wind up, being left out or discriminated against or, or even just ostracized socially. Oh, yeah. And I respect other people's beliefs and non-beliefs. Yeah, Word Collar Guy says, when people try to make the Bible a collection of texts from across centuries and in 6 languages and dialects into one book, it's so wrong. Yeah. Yup. Kara Jean's last video was about existentialism. Yeah, although lately my life seems to be more about entropy. Every time I turn around, something else is falling apart. I've got to check that one out, Kara. I haven't been to your channel in a little while. I'm sorry. Stampin' Porn didn't... Oh, she said she didn't mean the YouTube family. Yeah, I'm Frida's biological sister, and we have another sister, too. And we have a non-biological adopted brother. But yeah, I'll definitely have to check out Kara's vid, and I'll look forward to Weird Color Guys' too. Kara Jean says that she finds the paradoxes associated with related philosophies fascinating. I know, me too. Frida's super into stoicism lately. I've just always kind of naturally been a bit stoic. Like my husband, said that he said that a lot of times if I actually show a feeling, he's a little shocked. Having sarcasm was raised Catholic but not practicing. Frida thinks I should be more worried that he'll get married into his first enlistment. Oh yeah, that's a concern too, and I have discussed it with him. And Kara Jean is going to do some more research, so I'll have to keep an eye out for those videos. Oh, I'm very worried about a dependopotamus. Oh yes, we've discussed this. And I told Aiden, it's like, look, I'll do what needs to be done, but I'd really not have some, really rather not have some dependa living in my basement. Yeah, we've definitely discussed that. Sam Porn says that she's curious about biblical history, so she's going to check out Weird Collar Guy's channel as well. I know, I'm canceled. Whatever. I'm canceled because I'm not Christian. I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things where, I wasn't raised in it, but then again, neither was Frida. But so I think if you're not raised in it, and you don't have whatever the thing is that makes you want, feel like you need that. And I don't need it. I don't feel like I need it. So yeah, it's, religion to me is more something I feel like I should know about because of the way it affects society. And especially the way society affects me. These are things I have to keep an eye out for. And I find it how, religion and power intersect throughout millennia have been just kind of, it's fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating. No, I do want to go watch your vid. Like I said, Carol, I haven't been watching a whole lot of YouTube lately. I've been so tired and worn out that I just want to watch things I can go to sleep to. And I can't, so I watch stuff I've already seen for that. Frida says, I've always had a need to pledge myself to something. I'm not sure if it's a feature or a bug, but hubby is the same, so at least it works in your marriage, which is what matters. Yeah, I don't have that need. Kara Jean says she's not religious, raised Catholic, but rejected it. Sam Form likes learning about all religions, as do I. Kara, the New England Catholic, a bit extreme. Yeah, just whatever that is, it just doesn't work on me. Of course, I also years ago tried like hypnosis for weight loss. That doesn't work on me either. So far, I can say the only thing that seems kind of hooey that works on me is EMDR. That does work, but that's also science-based. It's not just hooey, EMDR is science-based, and that stuff worked on me. It really did. It's terrific for trauma, especially because it doesn't make you forget the trauma, but what it does is it removes you emotionally from it. So you can remember it, you can talk about it, but you don't relive it. And that's what I love about EMDR. It's fantastic. Kara Jean hangs in Salem with the witches. Gosh, I haven't been to Boston or Salem in forever. Caffeine and Sarcasm pledges herself to different causes. I do too. And yeah. Like with me, I'm very much, along the lines of, justice and the rights of man. Those are my big things. And quite frankly, the fact that I'm so committed to these things have kind of, it's kind of been a thing. And it's among the things that has now made me poor. I think I need another round of EMDR. Yeah, that reminds me, I should email that one therapist and see if she's with my insurance yet or not. Frida thinks she should see if hypnosis works on her. I would be very interested to see that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna starve myself this weekend. Caffeine and Sarcasm. She's living up to it so far. I don't understand that one. Oh, your daughter's name is Lilith. Oh, cool. Yes, I'm all about Lilith. It's like, oh, you want me to be subservient to you? No. Yeah. I think Lilith is a fantastic name. I love it. Best coffee, best witchy shops, best Halloween experience, great feminist writing groups. I don't write. I do enjoy a good witchy shop. Love Halloween. Love Halloween. Delay, Don't Deny is a great book to learn about intermittent fasting if you're curious. Yes, I am. I have put on weight. I am a big girl. And I am too big for my britches, literally. I was wearing my jeans to one of my pairs of jeans today, and I remember when they were pretty much hanging off me, and now I feel like I'm sausage in them. I'm tempted to do something to loosen the waist, but I'm not going to because I want it to be uncomfortable to remind me to, stop stuffing my face with crap. But yeah, so I think I'm going to fast over the weekend and see, just to try to reset my appetite, because I've noticed that I'm eating a lot again. And I don't like that. And that needs to stop. I've been to Salem, but not on Halloween. And I just dropped. I flipped my fan and I threw, looks like my eyelash curler into something. So yeah, that's a thing. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to maybe visiting Boston and Salem again sometime. I've got to see how far that is from where I am. Okay, are you serious? Okay. Stampin' Horn says intermittent fasting is great for middle-aged people to balance our hormones. New England in October is an experience. Oh, that sounds good. Sausage chic is her everyday look. Stampin' Horn says I should stop before I sound like an ad. Hang on, I gotta pick up a couple things before I completely lose track of what's happened here. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm clearly tired and I'm flipping everything around. So, I think I should probably wrap this up. Gosh, I'm at 2:26:17. This has been going for a while. Excellent. Yay. So exciting. Intermittent fasting is good for diabetes. That's good. It's about 8 hours for me. Okay, so that's a day. I'll just, maybe when the weather's better, I can sleep in my car or something, or if I have more money, I can get a hotel. That reminds me, Freda, it looks like our spring break is the second full week of April. So I'm thinking about maybe coming back to the mitten then. If I have enough money to pull it off, I'd really like to, because especially since I missed the Christmas. Dang it. Okay. See what I mean? This is why I want that, that's why I want a new thing, because this is bullcrap. Okay, Stampin' Horn says they've been doing it since September. It's the only thing in their life that's ended fixation on filed. On food. April 13th? No, it's like the week before. Like April 6th, I think, around there. Yes, I do have Audible. Well, my husband has Audible. But yeah, you know what? Email it to me or email me and we'll sort it out. Or you can DM me. My Insta is just Amy and Chrysalis. So yeah, just DM me. Michigan, yes. Lower Peninsula, Michigan. The mitten. I don't know. How does it show it with you guys? Does it show this is mitten or this? Oh, April 4th. Okay. So that's about the same time. Cool. So I can hang with my girls. Excellent. I've missed them so much. I have. Yeah, I'll see about doing that. Maybe stay with Dad or something. It's been so long. I'd really like to do that. I think I'll start discussing it with my husband. Maybe I'll call Dad and see about maybe staying there or something. Sort it out. Because I would very much like to come back. Spare room set up for me. Excellent. But yeah, we'll sort it out. But yeah, Dad called me yesterday, but I was at work, so I told him I'd call him back, and then I called him back, and he hasn't answered yet. So I don't know what is wrong with your father. Oh yeah, so you're out of school until at least March 20th anyway. Craziness. We're not shut down yet. Oh, you bought a pretty iron bed. Very nice. Which one, Cara Jean? Which of your favorite bands is from Michigan? If you say Kid Rock, I may scream. I mean, I used to like Kid Rock, but yeah, I don't know what happened to old Bob Ritchie, but I don't like it. Well, I hope not, because I need the money, especially if I want to take spring break and go see my family that I haven't seen in over 2 years. Between being broke and surgeries and such. Yeah, I haven't been there in over 2 years. It sucks. So I'm very much hoping I can go. Yeah. I'm going to try really hard. Yeah, so I hope school doesn't get canceled for me too, because I need money. If I don't work, I don't get paid. Yeah, I know, right? So hurry up and tell me, because I think I need to wrap this up. I'm clearly like all flippy and weird, and I'm tired. And who knows if I'm going to get an early call or not. Yeah. Yeah, it is hard. It's really hard. Coffin cats. Oh, I'm not familiar with them. I'll have to look them up. But I will have to look them up off of here because I've been at this for 2.5 hours. It is late. I am tired. Thank you so much for hanging out in the live. And if anyone's catching me on the replay, thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. Clearly, we go all over the place here. And I'd love to see you in the next chat. So thank you all so, so much. And have a great night. And if you haven't already, subscribe. Please subscribe. Thanks so much. And I'll see you soon. Flutterby's.